Hello everybody, welcome to a new playthrough of Darkest Dungeon, an oldie but a goldie, so I am told, and according to like every review of this game ever, it sounds like this game is phenomenal. I'm very excited to jump into it. It's not just game time, it's GreerTime. We're gonna start off with a brand new save. So again, I've played just a little bit, just enough to realize like I do like this game and it could be something fun. Just had a baby, so having a game that I can just kind of sit back, relaxedly chill. Not this game is like relax or laid back by any means, but you can chill to this game. Super cool. Gonna have both those on. Go darkest, just the regular difficulty here. Gonna call this the late Mr. Greers. Oh. Go, let's open this new letter. Get right into it. By the way, the voice acting in this game, A+.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Ooh. Gosh, it's so dramatic. The mood of this game, the whole mood of this game is great. Okay, so I have, like I said, I have played a little bit. For the most part, I have refrained from any spoilers. I've tried to avoid discovering too much ahead of time. No online searches or whatever. But I have beaten the first or second bosses. There's like Apprentice Necromancer and the Sonorous Prophet, for those of you who have played this game before. Alright, so this game is turn-based, and it's a little map navigation. So click right here, gets your map. I'm just gonna try to explain it sort of quickly for people that don't know. Down here, you got a room by room basis. Click to move to the next room.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
Yep.
The Hamlet
Move
is
left
just
to right.
ahead.
And here we got our first little encounter.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your
Kill the
arrival.
enemy. And your moves are based on your position in the party and the enemy's position based on what your move is has available to it. So Open Vein can hit the first two enemies of their party as long as this highwayman here is in the first 3 slots of our party. So let's get him. And it inflicts a bleed, you can check right here. Minus 20 bleed resist and reduces speed for 3 rounds. Oh my gosh, that was actually a fat hit on us. Don't like that so early. I'm just gonna crack his skull open real quick. Loot!
Seize this momentum.
He gave us some monies.
Push on to the task's end.
Alright. Curios. As we come along, there'll be objects in the road that we can interact with. Someone has camped here recently. Check what's inside. Ooh, sapphires worth 1,000 gold each and 500. So basically we got 1,500 gold there. A lot of these are bad though. So a lot of cool stuff. Sometimes they give permanent buffs, but a lot of them I've discovered the hard way are just awful. I've gotten like permanent diseases from things. I like crack open a sarcophagus and suddenly my dude has some like crippling disease that reduces accuracy or something like that. So you gotta be picky about what you want to mess with sometimes. And then the turn order, not turn order, but the positioning. So again, this can only hit the first 2 units, first 2 enemy units. But this guy is a little extra thick. He's a big boy. He's like me. He takes up two spaces in the chain. You can kind of see based on how big his health bar is. So if I hit this, I cannot select the guy in the back line. I would actually like to move him back, and that way on my next turns I'll be able to hit both of them with other moves that I have available. And I'm going to use guard. This way they'll be more likely to target him, and he gets a protection buff, so he takes less damage. I believe that's how protection works. I think it's just straight up like reduced damage. Now I use this grape shot that hits all three of them, or all two in this case, with a buff to reduce crit chance, which is super nice. Or rather my attacks are more likely to crit. That was actually the wrong move. Oh, and when they have this double linked icon, like the Crusaders here does, it'll hit both units at the same time. Quite nice, quite nice. Good dodge. Always like the dodges. Gonna go ahead and apply bleed here with this move, hopefully. Nope, just the debuff. Can't staunch the flow. Alright, also, another thing that I've learned in playing, stunning is very good. It's very move efficient. Even most stun moves don't tend to do nearly as much damage, but just preventing him from moving and letting all my other units get more attacks in, generally the play. Moving right along, some dodges. However, after a stun, most of the time they'll get a buff that gives them more resistance to it. So usually you can only stun them once in a row. But that's more than enough. Corpses. When monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles that will eventually go away on their own. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpses at all. And there's other moves that can bounce those in and out or completely remove them. So I thought that was actually a really neat mechanic that I've never seen in a turn-based kind of game like this as well. And I'm actually going to, for the sake of demonstrating real quick, continue adventuring. I finished what this mission wanted of me, but there's still a chest in this room for me to get, so I can stay here and I can actually still interact with this. And if my map had more rooms, I could continue on to them. Bandits, trapped chests. Something doesn't quite look right with this one. So, this is one of those ones where I probably want to leave this alone. I could open it, maybe I get something good. In my experience, I feel like it almost always hurts me, but I'm gonna demonstrate. Just cross my fingers here. All right. I knew better. See, there it is. And there's that blight poison. So 2 damage per 3 rounds. Anyway, I'm going back to town now, so it doesn't really actually harm me, but that could have theoretically been like a permanent debuff on my guy, unless I take care of it by a doctor. All right, we got lots of money. Resolve is your character's levels, resolve levels. Very important to make them stronger. And these would be okay. And these are also now characteristics. 10% scouting chance in the walled, whatever. That's a different area you can explore for dungeons. Unyielding, plus 10 death blow resist. Very nice, actually. When a character's health falls all the way to 0, they don't just straight up die. They have a chance on any successive blow to survive or die. So this increases the odds of them surviving a following hit once they've hit 0. Very nice. Weak grip, -5 crit melee skills. Not super great on a melee hero though. But that overall already is the basics of this game.
Welcome
So,
home.
let's see the
Such as
Hamlet.
it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands,
They are yours
they are
now.
yours now. And you are bound to them.
Alright. Press H. So, I'll explore the graveyard.
Most
Nothing
will
here
end
yet.
up covered in the poisoned earth,
And
awaiting merciful oblivion.
so this is kind of where I can come back to
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
the tragic extent of my failings. I love the voice work in this game. Yeah, watch all the cinematics and whatnot, looks like. Nomad Wagon can buy some
Trinkets and
items.
gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Interesting. Add those to some heroes. And then the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and
So this is
outlaws,
where you'll fill up our
fools
roster.
and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Fools and corpses. So here I just collected a plague doctor to add. Very cool. One of my favorite classes that I've got to play with so far in my first not playthrough, but just little tinkering with the game, seems to mostly deal with like poison damage, blight. So I can hit the front line. Wait, this is like exactly like my first plague doctor I saw. Noxious blast. I can put blight on the first 2. 5 points of damage for 3 rounds. That's actually really good. Hits both of the back lines with blight. I can stun both the back lines, which is also very good. Again, stun them, plague them, and then I can buff with damage and speed anybody on my team. I really like this, and he prefers the back line, so I can put him in the back and have my 2 original characters blocking the way for him. I like it. This is where things can get interesting though. Beast Hater, extra damage and less stress versus Beast. Stress is something I didn't talk about. I got like 2 resource bars for your heroes. Get your health, and just standard health, taking damage, don't die. And then stress. Oh my gosh, this game is stressful. We'll talk about that more in the game though. Night Owl, 2 speed if torch is below 26. That's kind of rough. Light sensitive, less damage if torch is above 75. Huh. Well, that kind of goes against each other. In town will only pray for stress relief. Oh no. Reynold also can only pray for stress relief. Yikes. Kleptomaniac prone to stealing. Weak crit. Wary of the light. Extra damage if the torch is above. So as you can see, the heroes get all these different quirks, and I forget what they call the negatives, but quirks and traits that can affect them, and they can gain these through their battles, kind of somewhat randomly. But it really makes them more unique, and it's really random, except for these first 2 characters seem to have the same traits like every time, no matter what. So known cheat, he's not allowed to gamble to stress relieve in town. Stun resist, 2 speed, and extra scouting chance in the walled, whatever. Oh, I haven't explained these either. At some point, oops, in the game, longer missions will have chances to camp, and you can apply these effects while camping to kind of buff yourself up. Very nice. Then our fourth character that we just got is the Vestal. It's kind of like a cleric, usually like a healer, but they definitely have some like damaging abilities, and I haven't played with that yet, but seems good. And this one has 2 of the damaging abilities. Oof, most of her abilities are in the backline though, so she's probably gonna be my 3rd slot backline healer again. Damage versus Unholy though. Debuffs them, that's a heal. Damage and self-heal. This one's a stun though, I really like this ability. Okay. Well, I've taken long enough in town. Time to embark on another mission. So, right off the bat, I could go to the Darkest Dungeon, which is the whole point of the game. You want to beat the Darkest Dungeon, at least to my knowledge. I don't know if there's something extra that comes up later. Talisman of the Flame. Revelation, minus 100 stress, minus 100 damage taken? What? Okay, you're just like invincible? Huh. However, Darkest Dungeon, level 6, we're just gonna get slaughtered in here. So, take the only one available to us. Looks like the rewards is some money, a crest, and Bleedstone. Oh, that actually reminded me. I am jumping ahead of something. I mentioned, busts, portraits, deeds, crests to upgrade your buildings. I am actually going to do that now before I get ahead, before I forget. I can use this to upgrade the stagecoach, and this will allow us to get more heroes and seekers coming in on the stagecoach every week. So when we leave on this trip to go dungeon crawling, when we come back, there'll be more heroes waiting to join our party. Very important, because we will lose people inevitably, especially because I'm bad. Third slot I think is where I wanted her. You can hit in the last slot, last slot, last slot. Oh yeah. And then she... Okay, and this one can't hit from the final slot, so third slot's the best. And I don't really want her in the second slot for this, because then she loses access. Yeah, that looks good.
The cost of preparedness. Measured now in gold, later in blood.
Later in blood. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure on this, but it seems like some of the items you get for free at the beginning of each dungeon is dependent on the characters in your party. Pretty sure like the Vestal provides us holy water, and the Plague Doctor gives us an anti-venom. But always want to bring some food. And some torches. Torch light is very important. I have that. I'm gonna bring skeleton keys. I think this is all I need. And these items, you can use them to heal your party, remove status effects, and interact with some of those curios and objects in the world, in the dungeon as you go through. So, pretty important. However, any of them that you don't use just get sold back for a lower profit at the end. So, you don't want to overstock, and you also don't want to like run out of room in your stash, because you're going to be getting loot throughout the dungeon. Okay. Finally. I've been talking a long time. Move to this room. Oh, gotten a little stress already. So, stress, unburned torch. I'll take that. So this is the torch light. So we get extra dodge, extra scouting, and a greater chance of surprise monsters when we have high torch light. And the lower that torch level gets, the darker it is, the more stressed out our heroes become, and the stronger the monsters become. But we also have a higher chance for better loot. So it's gonna be pretty nice. Wow! I bought my man back. That's okay. Excuse me, that's okay. These guys should be pretty easy. Just gonna poison them right here. Excuse me, got some hiccups. I'm not really afraid of these guys right here. I'm just gonna try to dispatch them as quickly as possible. Nice, didn't take us any damage. Money, and there's a chest right here. I could use a key to open it, but I think I'm just gonna, sweet. Shovel, gold, and onyx worth 500 gold. So like when we finish this quest successfully, this just converts straight into the gold value, but it can stack with other onyx if we find it. Now I'll go to the map and explore. Just gonna move on. Feel like, oh, also important, since these guys got swapped around, I can go here and I can move them back for free. I don't have to waste some movement during combat. Ooh, use my shovel. Remove that nasty pile of jank. The torch is fading. 46. So yeah, so here you can see now the stress is higher. Players actually get more crit. I didn't realize that. That's pretty nice. Anyway, the darker it gets, the more in favor of the monsters it becomes. But we still surprise them, so that's great. And this guy, I believe this guy can put stress on my heroes, which is one thing that I learned very early on. Kill the stressors first. Again, I'm not far in the game, but I did learn that. I died and lost more to my characters becoming stressed than actual health loss. And stress basically puts like mental effects on your characters. Once they hit 100, they have a chance to basically go insane and get some extra negative effect. And then sometimes they won't listen to you, sometimes they'll do their own actions, sometimes they might refuse to be healed. A majority of really bad things. And it just gets worse and worse, and it spreads to your party. They start affecting the rest of the people around you. Yeah, let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Oh, he dodged it, no! See, this guy's already up to 51 stress, just like that. In that time I was talking about it. He needs to go. And then if they hit 200 stress, they can just die straight up from a heart attack. No death's door chance or anything, they're just dead. At least in my experience, I don't believe there's a death's door chance. Dang. Alright. Smite the unholy!
Back to the pit.
Nice. Ooh, that is also pretty nice though, whenever we kill monsters. Ooh, that blight took him out. we have a chance to reduce some stress for kills. Okay, so we need to get 90% of all the rooms, which means we can miss one room without having to backtrack. Backtracking builds stress too. Just walking through the rooms builds stress. I'm gonna use the torch and light it up more. Should I dodge this room or this room? I'm just gonna go in a straight path. I'm gonna keep moving up here. Oh, hello, cat. Ah! Kitty jumping on the table, pushing buttons for me. Hi. Say hello, Priscilla. Hi, Kiki. Oh, this pack contains loot. Oh my gosh. Wow. Take that first. 20 blight skill chance, blight resist, minus 20 bleed resist though. That just looks made for this boy. I'm giving that, slotting that right on. Extra chance to apply blight, and like, she can become, she can bleed more easily, but I'll take it right now. She is all about poison damage. Whew. He's a big boy. Yeah, miss me with that. I'm gonna buff him up now, and then focus on dealing more damage with him. So now he does more damage, more accurate, and crit for the next shot. Gonna go ahead and stun the stressor, hopefully. Stun, stun. Yeah. That's what we like. Rend for the old gods. Ooh, resisted. Actually, I think that would have stunned him too if it had gone through. And I'm gonna go ahead and protect. I honestly should have done that before in the last battle, I think, as well. No one's really, I mean, he's a little hurt, but I think I can go ahead and do a judgment on this guy. 3 damage. Not much, but damage is damage. A boof. Yes, hello, kitty. You gonna say hi to the people? Say hi, big kitty. People like cats, right? The internet loves kitties. Say hi. That's Priscilla. She's a Persian. All right, time to kill some more monsters, kitty. Ooh, big debuffs. Let's see. I think I want to just try to do damage now. He's got this stun resist, so I don't really necessarily want to waste time trying to stun it again. Ooh, we can just lightning smite him. Take him right out. And so this guy is a human, as you can see right down beneath its name right here. Human. This one's unholy, so my smite attack does extra damage against unholy, so I'm going to target the skeleton this time. Still barely survives. Come on. Alright, still pretty healthy, but I might start targeting him with a couple heals now from my Vestal cleric back here. 1 damage, but it reapplies the blight. Wow. Okay. I think that blight just like crit him or something. Alright, we got crests, deeds, and money, so that'll all go towards upgrading our Hamlet. I got a big chest here. Actually, I wanna open this with him. And this one, big chest. I'm gonna go ahead and use a key on this. Hidden compartment. Let's go.
Waiting to be spent.
I'm glad that wasn't a dead room. Sometimes you get to a room, there's just nothing there. It's nice to find like extra treasure or something at the end. Okay, I didn't need to find a trap. That we can dodge those every time. That's totally fine with me. Theoretically, my dudes have like a chance to detect those ahead of time, but failed that one. Oh no. Is he gonna steal it? No. So remember Dismas, kleptomaniac, prone to stealing items. Yikes. So right there, we've already seen the effects of some of these bad quirks coming in. That was right there, and he just stole it before we really had a chance to take it. Okay, and hunger. This is why we bring food. So, exertions of adventuring have produced a growing hunger amongst the party. Eat 4 food, regain 5 health. If I didn't have enough food there, we'd actually lose health, I believe, and gain stress. Ooh, I probably should have increased the light first. Okay, good. Because it was so dark there, if there were enemies in here. Ooh, scouting ahead. Nice. Treasure room battle, I like that. But that battle could have been really hard since our light was so low. Oh, do I have another? I do have another shovel. Let's go. That's right, I got one from a fight, I believe. I'm gonna actually leave it low this time. I'm feeling pretty healthy. I'm feeling confident enough for sure. Hopefully get some better loot in this fight. This guy. We hate this guy. This guy just thinks you can chuck some bloody wine on us or something. It stresses us out, man. It's not okay. It's not okay. He's already hit us, so stunning him's not gonna stop the damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to poison him, get the damage reaction up now. I love the Plague Doctor, man. It's one of my favorite classes so far. Go ahead and hit all the 3. The one I wanted to hit the most dodged it. Go figure. I feel like that's like encapsulates this game in a nutshell right there. What's my chance to hit? 73% chance to do 3 to 6. Okay, if I hit this guy, the poison, the blight will kill him after. So yeah, this guy's dead to blight now on his next turn, so I don't have to worry about it. I do want to start healing up Reynolds though. Okay. Yeah, get out of here, boy.
This is how a life is taken.
Also, this does bleed damage. Maybe I want to get rid of those subtitles down there. They're kind of annoying. But you'll see these unholy. All these skeletons have 200% bleed damage, so they just will never get bled or become bled. Become bled. That's, I think that works, right? So I almost never want to use that skill against them. But they do take blight damage. Alright, let's go ahead and give a heal to our Crusader here. Ow! Go ahead and strike both of them down at once. Yes! 2 for 1. Continue adventuring real quick. I wanna claim this. I got a key left. Woo! Bus ends. We like it. We like it. Okay. Now we will go ahead and return home. Successful victors of the dungeon. No trolls in this dungeon. Unless you count me. Do I count? I don't know. Insert Professor Quirrell running in. Troll in the dungeon! Alright. Man, look at all those. That always feels good. 20 crests. Oof. Okay. And Reynold and Dismas. Never mind, still level 1. Okay, so let's see. Joland. Quick reflex, 2 speed. Super good. I really want more speed on my Plague Doctor to be able to stun or apply blight early. And Fear of Unholy. Bruh. You're supposed to be like a holy knight. You can't do that. 10 damage to range skills. I have 1 range skill. Well, okay, I do have a 3rd one, but he has to be in the back line, and I'm probably never using it on his setup. Not the greatest things I could have gotten on him, but that's what this game is about. Taking the bad things and dealing with it. Yeah, severe negative quirks. Over time, some negative quirks will lock into place and become severe. Severe negative quirks cost much more to remove in the sanitarium. Alright, well, thank you for watching. This one was pretty long. Just because I was stopping kind of trying to explain some of the stuff for my first video, explain the mechanics of the game. Hopefully we'll be moving along quicker in the further episodes. But hope you enjoy. You know, like, subscribe. Let me know what your guys' favorite characters are so far. Or, you know, if you've played the game, what your favorite characters in general are, favorite skills. Any cool, like, items? Any of your trinkets? I don't know what any of them are. Again, I've tried to not look up too much. But if you know any to, like, keep an eye out for, you know, let me know in the comments. So, thanks, guys. See you in the next dungeon.